Hello out there, Harry back for Z95.9 Sports Talks Radio. I'm here today with Marsh McPherson, who's a goaltender for the Prince George Firebirds of the Northwest Junior League. How you doing, Marshall? Oh, I'm not doing too bad today, and I figured I'd start off by telling you guys I was at a game there the other night, and for the North Nova Junior League, there's a young man there by the name of I think his name is Yuri Ulf Novakov. And I don't know. I was just watching him. The kid's only 12 years old, and he's like Gretzky was on the ice. He's head and shoulders above the rest. He's dominating the game. Basically, all the other players are trying to catch up to him, and he should be playing in a higher level above the level he's playing in. He's he's a young power forward. When I watched him play there the other night, and he reminds me of young Jerome McGinley. He's a solid, stocky built guy, and he's carrying the puck up the ice. He's setting up his teammates. He's firing shots on goal. The guy he's got a wicked accurate shot for such a young kid, and he's only 12. I checked into the stats afterwards with the scorekeeper. Apparently, prior to the game, it's a 60-game season, and this was the 50th game. 20 and 25, 26 home game. They go 1-1 for some reason since it's only local. The kid in 50 games has piled up 188 points, 67 goals, and 121 assists. This is a goals per game of 3.25, 3.3. This kid is phenomenal, and I think he's going to tear up the Northwest Junior League and the SHL if he ever gets drafted. I checked into it. His birthday is one day before the 12th. One day after the season 12 draft. Which creates a problem. So he'll be almost a year older than anybody else taken in the season 13 draft if that were to happen. I can really see him playing here, and if I'm going to talk to Ray Lindsay here tonight and see what he thinks about the possibility, if he's still a GM here in that amount of time, of looking into it and drafting Novakov. He's a young Russian kid, and he's just insane. What I've heard is that his family moved here from Russia when he was about 5 or 6 years old, and he immediately fell in love with hockey. He picked up a stick, I guess, at a Canadian Tire and asked his dad for it, and his dad said that, well, this will be your birthday present, and the kid, only 5 years old, didn't realize that he'd probably still get other presents as well, but he said, Dad, I don't want anything else. So he apparently got this stick, and he's phenomenal. He's been playing since he's 5 or 6 years old. His dad enrolled him in the Timbits hockey organization, and it's just been amazing for him. Oh, actually, you seem to be quite impressed by this kid's skill set. Of course I am, Harry. I mean, you get a player who at 12 years old is just as phenomenal. He's he's playing like most 16, 17-year-olds would be playing right now in terms of on-ice vision, knowledge of how plays work, how the game works. He like for a 12-year-old, I know I keep saying that he's 12, but you just have to let that sink in. He's 12 years old, and he's not letting anybody get by him. He's covering the puck. It's just amazing. I don't know where he learned it at. His dad was a factory worker in Russia. He's a foreman at a factory here in Canada. They make decent money. His mom has another son from a previous marriage who remained with his father in Russia. So he does have a younger brother as well. I don't honestly know where he would have learned the hockey game. Perhaps because in Russia it is a bigger thing than it is in most other countries. I'm not entirely sure of that, but he just learned basically to play from nobody. He just he learned how to stick handle very, very well. I was talking to his dad after the game as well. He recognized me. He watches the Northwest Junior League and the SHL, and he stated that his son is out in the backyard and they got a small basketball court made in the backyard, just some asphalt laid down, and he's back there all the time, just firing puck after puck after puck in the net. He practices on rollerblades during the summer. It's a little bit different than skating, but it's to keep himself in training. Like the guy, he's young and he's absolutely dedicated to this business. And I didn't really know what to expect from him at first, but when his dad telling me just how much this kid is practicing, how much is hard into it, you have to realize that this kid is going to be special. And honestly, any team that drafts him in the future is going to get a future superstar. Oh, Rachel, how do you feel about the prospect of this kid just going to be entering the league when you're probably going to be heading downhill in the league for yourself? Well, here that's the way things happen. You can't stay top of your game forever. I mean, my name's not Nick Lidstrom or Mark Recchi or any of that. But, no, I look forward to playing, 5-6 seasons in the SHL and, seeing how it goes. And, once my stats start to go down and, I'm not making as many saves as I should, and my goals against average going up, when I'm starting to slow down in the crease and, when I finally realize it's time for somebody else to take over, I'm not going to put up a fight about it. I'll step down. I'll take a backup role if needed. But for now, I'm hoping to play the top of my game and make an SHL team proud to have drafted me. And I'd be definitely advocating the drafting of young Nabokov here. He's just an amazing player, and I really, really hope that he serves himself well, he practices a lot, and, basically what he's doing now. Like, there's a couple other players I noticed on the ice that night. Dennis Simons and Roger Rivers. Simons was a center on Novakov's line, and I'm not really sure if he's benefiting from Nabokov playing or he's just that good, but he seems to be in the mold of Adam Oates. He's an incredible playmaker, and he's passing to the open man, and I'm not really sure if he has the same amount of heart and dedication that Yuri does, but there's another player on defense, Roger Rivers. He was for a 12-year-old, you got to understand that their skill level is not going to be as high as ours. That they're going to make mistakes. Their skating's not going to be that good. But the fact that this Roger Rivers, he's head and shoulders above the other defensemen in the league. He in 50 games he has 60 points for a defenseman, which is incredible. Like that in most junior leagues, there's plenty of scoring, but you just can't always expect to have huge amounts of points. For a defenseman at 12 years old to put up 60 points, that's a little over a point a game, and his role apparently is a shutdown defenseman. So I'm thinking it's more of a two-way deal. I'm not entirely sure, where he's going to hit. If he's going to hit into an offensive role when he joins a higher up league, or if he's going to sit back in a defensive or stay as two-way. But I have to say he's just been incredible, along with Nabokov. I really, really hope the guy makes it. I would love to watch him play here in the Northwest Junior League, and I think it would just be incredible for the three to get drafted, since they're all on the same team. The Beaverbank Beavers. Yeah, I know, the corny name, right? But what are you going to do? Yeah, the Beaver Tank Beavers. Yeah, it's pretty funny, isn't it, Harry? I don't know who thought of that. Maybe somebody thought the Winnipeg Raccoons would be a good idea. Oh God, that would be a media frenzy. All I could say, it'd be pretty funny. But Yuri, he's a great player, and honestly, I think that when the season 13 draft gets around, he's going to be one of the highest rated prospects probably in Northwest Junior history. He's gonna tear up the league if he continues to do what he's doing and practice. And the thing is with the Russians, as always, you have to worry about the transfer agreements. But you know what? He's already a Canadian. He's a dual citizen. He's Russian Canadian due to due to being born in Russia, but he does have Canadian citizenship, and you know, there's no problem in getting him over here. He wants to play hockey, and if that's what he wants to do, then he's going to do it. When the time comes, he's going to be big, and I can promise you that, Harry. I'm going to talk to myself because I figure after I'm done my career, I'm probably going to hit into agency and, you know, being agents for younger players, you know, help them get the best deal possible for themselves and for the team they play on. And you know, if I could do that for another player, that's great. If they don't wish for my services, then, you know, I'm not going to take offense to that. But I really hope him the best. And if he's looking for an agent, if he's listening, give me a call. All right, thanks, Marshall. Talk to you next time. Harry Black here, 95.9 Sports Talk Radio.